Okay, so today we're going to talk about scientific notation with positive powers of 10. Just like every other time, we're going to have to move the paper around a little bit so that I can get everything in. I'm going to start out old school, and I'm going to show you what you learned in elementary school. And we're going to take this 84,000 and we're going to turn it into scientific notation. So if I come over here and write 84,000, we know that at the end of a number where they don't give us a decimal, the decimal goes at the end. I think I just said that. And then we're going to have to move the decimal. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to remember about scientific notation. We're going to take a note right down here. These are important, so you might want to remember them. First, there must, and I'm going to underline the word must because it's important, be one number in front of the decimal. So you always have to have one number in front of the decimal in scientific notation. Okay? The second thing, because I don't want you to get confused, there can only, and I'm going to underline only, be one number in front of the decimal. Okay, so those are the two important things. There must be a number in front of the decimal, and there can only be one number in front of the decimal. So with that being said, if I'm going to move this decimal and I'm going to turn this to scientific notation, I'm going to put the decimal right here between the 8 and the 4. And then I can write the first part of my sentence. I can say 8.4. Now the reason that I can stop here is because 4 is my last natural number. So even after the decimal, 4 is the last natural, and I can drop off all these zeros. That is why we write it in scientific notation, so that we can make the number shorter. Okay? Then I'm going to write times 10. Scientific notation is always going to have a times 10. And now we have to find our exponent. To find the exponent, I need to know how many times I moved this decimal to get from here to here. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I moved it 4 times. So I'm going to say 8.4 times 10 to the 4th. And that would be how we change our number into scientific notation. That's how you learned it in elementary school. There's another way that I want to show you. I don't really care which way you use, as long as you do it where you understand it and you get to the right answer. We can take this number, which is 93 million, and we can turn it to scientific notation using our calculator. So before we said if it doesn't give you a decimal, it starts out at the end. We would move it between this 9 and the 3 because there can only be one number in front of the decimal and there must be one number in front of the decimal. So the first part of my sentence would look like this, 9.3. I dropped off all the zeros at the end because there were no natural numbers after them. Okay. The next thing it's going to have you do, it's going to have you take 93 million and divide by that 9.3. So if I put that in my calculator and I come here and I say 93,000,000 divided by the 9.3 that I just found for the beginning of my sentence, I come up with this number. When I get this number, I need to count my zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 zeros, which means that if I write 10, my exponent is 7. And I can even check that if I need to, because I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that works. So then I can rewrite my sentence as 9.3 times 10 to the 7th. And as you can see, by doing that, it makes your number a little bit smaller. If you have any questions, you can come in and see me during zero period. Thank you.